is a really scary condition that can affect a lot of Americans without them even knowing that they have it. We're talking about fatty liver disease. And this morning, we're going to tell you about a place here in Tucson that specializes in just that and can help you. Dr. Anita Coley, who is the Director of Research with Arizona Liver Health, is here with us with some important information. Great to have you here, Doctor.
Thank you very much for having me this morning.
So for those of us who are not familiar, what is fatty liver disease and NASH?
So fatty liver disease is actually very common condition in which as we gain weight everywhere. And one of the places fat really likes to go is inside the liver. When fat goes in the liver, where it's not supposed to be, it can actually cause quite a bit of problems and lead to inflammation in the liver. And over time, that inflammation leads to liver damage or scarring. When you get inflammation and damage due to the fat in the liver, we don't call it fatty liver anymore. We actually call it NASH, or non-alcoholic steatohepatitis. About 25% of people with fatty liver will develop that more progressive form of fatty liver called NASH, in which case you do get damage or scarring. And as a whole, about 5% of Americans develop NASH in their lifetime. Damage or scarring on your liver, again, is on a scale of 0 to 4. 0 means not much. 4 is a lot, or what we call cirrhosis. And when you get to cirrhosis, your liver can even stop working, and people can even die of liver disease. And obviously, the job in our office is to try to tell people, hey, is there fat in your liver? Are there any signs of inflammation and damage or NASH? And if there is damage, how much liver disease is there? And to come up with a strategy for trying to reverse things or make them better.
So, is there a certain type of person who is at more risk for fatty liver disease or NASH?
Absolutely. So people who have been overweight for much of their life, and by overweight we mean a BMI greater than 30, or obese, a BMI greater than 35 would meet those criteria. The other thing is if you have diabetes. People with diabetes it's very common for them to have fatty liver. They don't process sugars in their body normally, and they begin to build up in the liver, causing that fatty liver process to occur. So definitely anybody with diabetes and who's overweight, I think it'd be very reasonable to get them screened for fatty liver. Actually, in some other parts of the world, it is routine for people with diabetes who are overweight to be screened for fatty liver and or NASH.
What is the best way to get screened then?
There are different tools that can be used. One thing that we do is we look at people's laboratory results and see if there's signs of liver inflammation in the form of elevated liver tests. The other thing that we do in our office that we're very proud to have is something called a FibroScan. A FibroScan is an ultrasound-based technology that is used to measure how stiff the liver is, but then also how much fat is there. The stiffness of the liver actually reflects how much damage there is. So we're able to tell within about 15 minutes the fat content of the liver and also if there's any liver damage. We use this technology not only to look for and manage our patients with fatty liver, but also in other liver diseases. It is very cutting edge, and we're very lucky to have it here in our offices for patients.
And who would you say should come in and get a FibroScan?
Anybody who has been told that they've had fatty liver in the past, people with diabetes who are overweight, so certainly consider coming in for a FibroScan to be screened. Patients with a family history of fatty liver disease, that we know that fatty liver disease and NASH does run in families, should consider it. Hispanic patients who are overweight are at a particular risk for developing fatty liver disease and NASH. There are some genetic markers that predispose them to developing this. And we're able to provide this fatty liver screening free as part of a program we have. So I would say anybody who's overweight, diabetes, Hispanic should consider coming in for screening.
And I would imagine that early detection is really key in this. Is that right?
That is absolutely right. The liver is an incredible organ. It loves to heal. So if we can find out who has fatty liver, who has NASH, how much liver damage there is, we're able to intervene in the form of either weight loss programs or novel medications that may be available for this disease to stop the progression of liver damage, and in some cases even reverse that liver damage. There is very good data to suggest that weight loss and even some of the new medicines that are available can reverse liver damage. And we need to do that before people develop advanced liver disease, because once there's a lot of damage in the liver, it's very hard to reverse things. If we catch it early, we are able to intervene and really make sure that the liver is a healthy organ and that people can live long, healthy lives.
Well, I think that that helps a lot of people when they're thinking about doing this, because a lot of people just don't want to be scared, may not really want to know the results, but the fact that there is hope and that your liver can repair itself is good news. Thank you so much, Doctor, for being with us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me. We look forward to helping take care of patients here in the community.
Helping a lot of people. And right now, all of our viewers can receive free FibroScan screenings at Arizona Liver Health if they call 520-485-4000. For more information, you can check out azliver.com/FibroScan.